Tell me
Alright,
when you want to record.
we are record. So,
Right.
what's the
We
first
have
on our list? What is this?
the
Is that
the
just
high
regular Cheerios?
the hierarchies have gathered here today to discuss very important topics.
What cereal is the best cereal?
Cheerios is a solid B or C.
What kind of cereal is that? Or Cheerios is this? Because that's regular Cheerios over there. This is like
Oh,
apple Cheerios,
oh, that's gross.
apple
I don't.
cinnamon Cheerios.
What
I'm.
the apple cinnamon Cheerio?
It's
Who?
essentially Apple Jacks but Cheerios.
Okay, if I wanted Apple Jacks, I'll buy fucking Apple
Yeah, this
Jacks.
is D tier. Uh, D tier. If you want Apple Jacks, eat Apple Jacks. Cookie Crisp, those are a classic. You're a little
Oh,
kid.
Cookie
You're like,
Crisp.
oh man, mom, I want
Dude,
cookies, and your mom's just like, we can't have cookies, and then you're like, oh, what about Cookie Crisp? It's cereal, and then she's like,
Mom
all
says
right,
you say, "Hey, can we have cookies?" No, we have cookies at home. These are the cookies at home.
but they're the good kind of cookies at home.
Yeah,
I'll give it a solid A tier. Cookie
yeah,
Crisps are
because like
classic.
they're sweet too. They're really sweet.
Special
So like when
K.
you're a kid,
What do you think about Special K?
Special
Give me
K
your
just like
forethought. It's just like it's
is it
just
just like cornflakes?
it's like cornflakes, but sometimes they put strawberries in them.
Okay, but like again with like the Cheerio Apple Jacks, if I wanted cornflakes, I'd just buy
If I want
cornflakes. You know,
cornflakes with Apple Jacks, I'll have cornflakes with Apple. Yeah, Kicks. Okay, these were kind of bomb.
yo, Kix is good.
I
Let's say that's an A
remember.
tier as well,
I,
or B tier.
I'll put that in B tier just because it's like other cereals with like the same exact idea, but
Yeah, not to
not
mention
like but these are like the ones that you just get, you know.
we don't want to convolute the A tier because the A tier is like where the good stuff goes.
Yeah, Apple Jacks. I'll give that a C tier.
Yeah, they're not they're not my
They're just
favorite either.
like it's kind of the same with the Cheerios and Special K thing. It's like, oh, if I wanted this kind of cereal, I'd just buy Fruit Loops. Like,
Yeah, that's that's a
who,
common theme, isn't it?
yeah, who made Apple Jacks? Whose idea was that? I don't know.
Probably Kellogg. Kellogg
Cornflakes. All
owns.
right, S tier,
Yeah, no, no, for real, dude.
bro.
That's gonna
Bro,
tilt a lot of people,
these
but
no
cornflakes
no
are
no
S
no
tier.
no no. Cornflakes are instant S tier. They're the most customizable cereal of all time.
No,
You
for
can
real, dude.
put you can put a foregrip on that in an ACOG site, and it would be edible.
You can put a foregrip laser sight. You can put a silencer on that bitch. Like you can put so many.
I
No, but if we're
every
being
once in
honest,
a
I think
sometimes I'll
it's
be
so
like,
good.
damn, I kind of want cornflakes, but I don't just want cornflakes, and I'll be like, all right, put some fucking strawberries in there, blueberries, fucking
And it
bananas,
works.
cranberries, raisins, and suddenly I'm like, oh yeah, this is
Not
living.
not to mention, it's just like it's the most consistent tasting cereal you ever
This
eat.
is the neutral cereal.
You
People
know,
would put it at C tier for being neutral, but that shit's
no, it's
customizable.
good. Like honestly, I eat cornflakes on their own all the time, and I love soggy cornflakes. I know soggy cereal is a big
No,
debate,
no, no,
but
no.
I
Soggy
love soggy
cereal.
cornflakes.
This is a call out to everybody who hates soggy cereal. Soggy
For real.
cereal is just cereal in milk. You fucks. Just if you don't want
It's just
soggy
a food item.
cereal, then just eat it out of the box like a caveman.
Like a fucking primitive man. Yeah, yeah.
All right,
No,
what's
but
next? Count
serious.
Chocula. Count Chocula is like it's
I've
like
never
Cookie
had it.
Crisp for Halloween.
I've never had it, so I don't have an opinion on the cereal.
It's kind of like Cocoa Pebbles mixed with Cocoa Puffs,
So,
but Halloween exclusive. I'll give that B. It's a cool concept,
oh,
but
Reese's Puffs is coming up. Oh,
yeah, here
sheesh, dude.
comes Reese's Puffs. They're coming up. You can see them over there. Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch is the most
It's
overrated
pretty good.
cereal.
I enjoy it.
I
Like, it's
think
not bad.
I think Captain Crunch deserves a solid B tier, just because he's been
Yeah.
around for so long.
He's been on the block a couple times.
He has been. Rice Chex. Rice Chex is like the cornflakes, but wannabe cornflakes.
Right? Yeah. They're just
They're like,
tryhards. I don't, I mean,
what if our cornflakes was a checkerboard, you know? And then
it's just Chex Mix, but cereal.
yeah, it's just the stuff that you get in Chex Mix, but you eat it in a bowl of cereal. It's the same taste as cornflakes. I'll give it an A tier just because it's still cornflakes, but it's worse. You
Is
know,
this a Is this a new brand of Captain Crunch or?
This is the peanut butter Captain Crunch.
I might have had that. I'm not really
The
sure.
peanut butter Captain Crunch. This is just worse Reese's Puffs. This is a D tier.
Yeah, I mean you can't go.
You can't
You
really
can't
go
you
wrong with
can't beat
that.
Reese's Puffs.
Uh, what's next?
Honey
Honey
Bunches
Bunches
of
of
Oats.
Oats. Literally Satan. Who eats this
No,
shit?
yeah,
It,
just as like you said earlier, the reason why cornflakes are good is because you can just turn them into Honey Bunches of Oats.
yeah.
Literally.
This is literally just like, do you want cornflakes with almonds in it? And I'm like, no, I don't want my cornflakes with almonds and nuts and shit in
Yeah,
it. But they're just like,
nuts
no,
and
no, you get it anyway. Rice Krispies, S tier. You know why?
over real
You know why? You're
Rice
like,
Krispie
man, I
treats.
want Rice Krispies, but I don't want to eat the Rice Krispies. Fucking melt some goddamn marshmallow. Pour that shit into a
Yeah,
fucking pan. Throw it in an oven for 10 minutes. Boom.
you're good.
Homemade Rice Krispies. They're
You have
banging.
cuisine right there.
That is cuisine. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I don't know about you, but this goes A tier.
Yeah,
Above
that
Rice
shit
Checks.
that shit hits hard. That shit
When
hits
you're
really
like, I
hard.
want something with a little bit of cinnamon, you eat some of that, suddenly you are enlightened. It's like
And
it's one of
not
my
to
favorite
mention
cereals.
not to mention after you're done eating the cereal, the milk is delicious because of all the cinnamon.
Mmm, mini
You know?
wheats. This is a B tier, above kicks, above kick.
Yeah, they're
In
okay.
fact, let's do this. There.
You
Uh,
can have mini wheats first place for B tier.
yeah, B tier first place. Oh, I should probably actually do that, and that, and
I
that.
mean, mini wheats are
Or
okay. Mini wheats are like rice checks, but not as good.
mini wheats are like, mini. They're not at all like rice checks. I think they're like a like you're like, man, I gotta get somewhere in the morning, but I need to eat something for breakfast, but I don't want to cook something, or you don't have time. Pour
Hmm.
yourself a mini wheats. It's like you ate a whole pizza, but it's milk flavored. It's awesome.
Oh man, I
Honey Nut
don't.
Cheerios, A tier.
Yo,
Honey
Honey
Nut
Nut Cheerios are
Cheerios,
bomb.
Honey Nut Cheerios are better than regular Cheerios. Fight
For
me.
real.
These are the best Cheerios.
Like, not to mention,
They're good on
I
their
don't know if it's
own.
really true, but they help your cholesterol. You know.
Yeah, they're pretty good for you. They're pretty good for you, I'd say.
Yeah, one of the
What's
most
next? Oh, here it is.
S tier.
Reese's Puffs.
You gotta. I mean, me personally, it's my S tier, but you
I'll
go ahead.
I'll give it an A tier, just
Okay.
because they're good. But
No, I fucking love Reese's Puffs, dude.
Reese's
They're my
Puffs,
favorite cereal.
Reese's Puffs are really good.
I mean,
They're
like
they're really good.
they got the little jingle, Reese's Puffs, eat them up. Like that's so like it's
It's
good.
good. Now I haven't had this one, but I can guess what it is. Rice Krispie treats. It's just Rice Krispies in a bowl with milk. Now I've had Rice Krispies, and I've had Rice Krispie treats.
Okay. And
Uh,
which do
I'll put this in C tier. That
you
sounds
that bad?
like this sounds like the most American thing I could possibly eat in my life. It's
Rice
like,
Krispie treats.
take this like dessert item, put it in milk, and call it a cereal. Cheerios. I'll
Yeah, I
put that
guess you're
right
right.
behind Honey Nut, just
They're
because
not honey.
they're not honey, but they're
They're-
still Cheerios. Lucky Charms. That's probably an S tier for me. I don't
yeah,
know about
dude. As
you.
a kid, those little breakfast little things they give you at lunch when you were a kid in like school.
Those are
You know,
classic.
everyone would just eat the marshmallows and throw the rest away.
Yeah, everybody just eats. I've seen people just pick out all the marshmallows in the bag and pour themselves a bowl of marshmallows and eat them.
Yeah.
Weird as hell. You might as well just eat the cereal, but they do it. But hell yeah, I love Lucky Charms. Like,
They're pretty good.
if I'm honest, I kind of like the cereal more than the marshmallows. Controversial take, I
Cereal's
know.
pretty good. The cereal almost has the same flavor as Honey Nut Cheerios.
Now here's where we get controversial. Cocoa Krispies. Let's get one thing
Cocoa.
straight. Cocoa Krispies are a goddamn religion, not a cereal. Those go above
Yeah,
Rice Krispies.
Cocoa Krispies are very good, I would
They're
say.
just Rice Krispies, but better.
The Rice Krispies, but they're actually they're just better. I don't know how else to word it.
You know, Fruit Loops. Fruit
Uh,
Loops. They're okay every once in a while. Give it
I
a C
I
tier.
just I don't know. Something about Fruit Loops whenever I eat them really hits me the wrong way.
Yeah, I used to love Fruit Loops as a kid, and then I grew up, and
And then I grew up.
I question a bowl of Fruit Loops every time I eat it. Raisin Bran's pretty good, but I'll probably put it below, like, above Apple Jacks, below Fruit Loops, just because
Yeah.
sometimes you want Raisin Bran, but it's not really the
Again,
best,
all of the like the Raisin Bran things, like in the other one, you just get cornflakes and customize it.
right? It's just cornflakes, but worse, you know. Golden
Yeah.
Crisp, never had this, so
Never, neither have I. I've never had it either.
we'll put it in the neutral zone of C tier. I've never had it.
Okay.
It looks pretty good though. It's got a, squirrel on the front or whatever that is. Fruity
Yeah,
Pebbles. Fruity
pretty good.
Pebbles is just colorful Rice Krispies. It's a lazy
Yeah.
design. They're
But I
pretty
but
good.
I enjoy them
I
though.
like them though, so I'll give it a B tier above Captain Crunch.
Above
Above
Captain Crunch.
Kicks. Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs are pretty good. All right, B tier.
B
Okay.
tier for Cocoa Puffs. Frosted Flakes.
Well, I thought you were gonna put it in literally Satan for a second, and I was like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Is this Oops All Berries? Oops All Berries is F tier. You
Yeah,
go.
I
Uh,
don't like.
I used to like them as a kid. And similar to Fruit Loops, then I grew up.
And
This is
just
also Raisin Bran.
why is Raisin Bran on here
I
twice?
think that's like a different version of Raisin Bran. Is that like
It's
chocolate?
still Raisin Bran though.
Honeycomb. These were banging. I was just like, oh my god. I discovered these around the same time the B movie came out, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh,
And then
those two.
so I was
They,
watching the B movie while eating honeycomb cereal, and that is an experience like no other. But I'm gonna have to give it top of D tier just cause
Man, all
it's
that
not
praise for
really.
Tier.
I mean, they're good, but
I,
man,
I've never had honeycomb.
they're pretty all right,
Are
but
they like an average?
they're an average, but
Oh
they're not a
god.
C tier.
The next one is
Average.
tricks.
Tricks.
I don't like tricks.
The catchphrase "tricks are for kids" or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of the truth. I don't know about you, but tricks used to look a lot more colorful. If you buy a bag of tricks today, like these things look almost gray. Like,
Wait, really?
yeah, they're disgusting
I,
looking
I,
now.
I don't like. I've never liked tricks.
I used they
I
were
don't.
okay at a time. I like it in the like little bags that they'd give you, like the little cups almost of like cereal that you put milk in and then eat right out of that little cup.
Yeah, like the school.
Yeah. Those were pretty good, but I wouldn't eat this every day. So put that above Captain Crunch peanut butter or whatever. Pops,
Rip it up, Captain Crunch. Oh my
pops,
God, pops.
pops are a instant B tier above Cocoa Puffs. Sorry.
Pops good.
Cocoa Pebbles also above Cocoa Puffs just because they're better than Cocoa Puffs.
Way better.
Yeah,
Like,
Cocoa
what is
Pebbles are
that?
good. What are these? Honey Smacks? That
Honey
says
snack.
that says Honey Smacks. There's a little frog on it. We'll put that in Golden Crisp, if I'm honest. Cause the Golden Crisp, cause I've never had that. I don't trust that frog. Why is he
That
delivering my
frog.
cereal?
That frog. It looks kind of sketchy, if I'm being
That
honest.
frog looks kind of sketchy.
That
Uh,
like that frog looks like the kind of guy that would open up his trench like coat and show you a bunch of fucking
Honey
needles. Be like,
Smacks.
yeah, not just honey
He
smacks.
opens up his
Yeah,
trench coats full of Honey Smacks. I don't trust a frog with Honey Smacks.
I
Golden
don't
Crisp.
trust frog with anything.
As a matter of fact, you know what? Both of these go down to D tier. They're kind of
And,
sketchy.
I mean, imagine a rabid squirrel giving you some cereal. It's
Yeah,
not
well,
very appealing.
yeah, and it's called Golden Crisp. That sounds like a porn site. I don't trust that.
It
I'm
does.
not gonna eat that. Neither with the Honey Smacks. Why would you call it Honey Smacks? Is that from
Because
Kellogg too? It looks like the Kellogg's logo.
dude, Kellogg owns everything.
Kellogg
Cereal.
owns all the cereal. But Corn Flakes and Frosted Flakes are the best. Don't
Yeah,
buy Honey
right.
Bunches of Oats. If you
Don't
do,
do it.
you hate
Just buy
you hate everyone.
just buy cornflakes for God's sakes.
Just buy Corn Flakes, and with that, I think I
I
think
think that's
that's That's a wrap.
That's a
Bye.
wrap.